Hey, welcome back guys to the channel. Today we're gonna go over something really important for all traders out there, and this is tracking your KPI. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator, and it's super important to actually track those KPIs because they actually play a major role in your trading success. So if you're ready to level up your trading, let's go and jump in. The first KPI in our list is win rate. Your win rate, it is pretty much the percentage of the trade you win out of your total trade. So it's a simple KPI, but really powerful indicator to actually use to measure your strategy effectiveness. For example, if you're using a strategy where you're taking 100 trades and you win 60 times, so that strategy has a 60% win rate. And that's not a bad strategy at all. But in terms of win rate, the higher, the better. So the win rate here is our first key performance indicator that you need to track as a trader. You need to know what's your win rate. The second KPI that every trader should pay attention to is your average profit and loss per trade. So this KPI pretty much tells you how much you're making or losing in each trade on average. So even if you have a high win rate, if your losses are larger than your profit, your account will end up in your red. So you definitely need to keep an eye on your average profit and loss per trade. The third KPI that every trader should track is your risk-reward ratio. And this is a must track. You definitely need to keep tracking this KPI. So what is the risk-reward ratio? To simply put it, risk-reward ratio is simply the potential profit compared to the potential loss on a given trade. Meaning, how much you're risking compared to how much you're trying to make. And in general, you always want to shoot for a risk ratio of 1 to 2, meaning for every dollar you risk, you're trying to make $2, right? You're trying to make twice or whatever you're risking. That way, even if you lose one trade and you win, you can still come out ahead and be profitable. And this is a major KPI that you need to track as a trader. It might even be one of the most important ones out there. So the fourth KPI that you need to track as a trader is your maximum drawdown. So maximum drawdown is pretty much the biggest loss you take in the trade. So you have to think about it as like the worst case scenario when you trade. And by understanding your drawdown, that actually helps you to know how much risk you're really taking on if it's within your comfort zone. And by knowing and understanding your drawdown, that actually helps you to know how much risk you pretty much taking on, especially when you go on tilt. Another KPI that you need to track as a trader is your trade frequency. So like, how often are you trading? So your trade frequency tells you about your strategy, right? Are you over trading or are you missing out good opportunities? So you need to find the right balance, and that will probably be key for you to stay profitable and not burn out as a trader. Because remember, there's always setup in the market, but not all setup are created equal, right? There's some A+ setup, C setup, S setup. So as a trader, you need to pretty much be disciplined and see which one you're gonna be focused on. And based on how often you decide to trade, your win rate, your risk ratio, everything get affected on your trade frequency. So keep track of that. Let's talk about the next KPI that you need to track as a trader. And this KPI is time in a trade. And this, I would say, is not one of the most common ones that people track, right? But I think it's really important for a trader to know how much time you stay in a trade. Because in trading, sometimes timing is everything. Right? Are you holding too long and giving back your profit? Are you exiting too early and missing out on big profit? So this KPI, this metric, will actually can help you fine-tune your strategy, and that's where you go and review your trade and see how you've been doing. And the only way to actually know about your time in the trade is when you go back and review your trade. So by practicing of tracking this KPI, you also practicing reviewing your trade and journaling. So it's pretty much a good habit to have as a trader. So those right here are one of the most KPI that I like to track as a trader, and that give me a good information about my trading, my strategy, my profit, and how I can become better as a trader. And I'll pretty much invite you guys, at least if you want to be better as a trader and level up your trading, to actually decide which KPI key performance indicator you want to track as a trader and see which one works best for you and see how it affects your trading in the next 90 days. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment which KPI that you like the best and which one you plan to use.